Call text. Okay. So before call, okay, let's call and call. See, simple calling app. So I'm going to show you in just few lines of code you can make a video calling apps in Flutter. Welcome guys, welcome to my another video. Today I'm introduce you a service that can make our life easier. I means you want to build an app which features video call, voice call or live streaming, AI effects, cloud recording, virtual avatar, even in-app chat, real-time chat, superboard type things you want to use. You have to do so many work, you know that. But by this service, Zegocloud. Okay, then let's see. Today I'm talking about the video call, so go for the video call. So for the video call, you see build impulsive video experience with the video call SDK API. So you can use the SDK and API and make apps and just this, and which will you giving some weird things like you don't need to have like build the UI, like this kind of UI on the video calling UI. It will automatically built pre-built, so you don't have to build anything. So what will here's a virtual background. So what is virtual background? If you call and you don't have any camera, I mean if you call from your computer, you can use a virtual background also. Even your virtual background, you don't want to show you background, so you don't have to like show your background. You can show any background recording. You can record your video calling face beautification, I mean filtering, call quality monitoring. So call quality is up or down, it will monitoring the call quality. Super resolution, it will up to 4K, deliver up to 4K super resolution. And screen sharing, co-hosting, and multi-device support. So direct call, group call invitation, live video streaming, so many things. Oh, we have tips. So it helps suppose 10,000 video participants in a video call. That's massive. I think that's a massive thing. So what kind of integrate interactive real-time video in every aspects of life? So what kind of life? Social life, education, video conferencing, customer service, telehealth. So we can make a medical app and use it in markets and published it, and live events. So the live events also, this is the most using features nowadays in our social life, education and business kind of related things, everything. So Zigo kits go to the market one step faster. So 20 plus pre-built UKits it provided us. So go live in 30 minutes with UKit. So just install the UKit, we will show you later, and integrate the securely, build the experience. So 2 ways to get started: UKits, SDK. So you can use SDKs like Flutter, React Native Web, Android. Also for UKits, Web, React Flutter. We will show you in today with using UKits. So there is more important thing is work with your tools and platforms. So what is it? So React, Python, .NET, PHP, Java, Flutter, so and many more platform you can use it. So I think that's a great opportunity for us to using their service and make our work more perfectly. So variable building. So for starting building, we have to go to Zegocloud. Okay, and there's the home page. You can see. So one create group call kit live streaming. So this is the all. Actually, in the website you can see everything you need. So they have documentation. So everyone's they have documentation, developers documentation. So every kind of documentation on what kind of video call, voice call. You don't need any tutorial for that. By their recommendation is a simple step. You can build your own apps. So for this we have to log in. If you don't have an account, you have to create an account. So for starting, you have to create an account. Go for sign up. So let's create an account. I already put my name and put my Gmail, get the code. So at the verification code, please enter 6 digits verification code. So for getting the code, they give some captcha. Let's solve this. Is there or none? Tiger. Verify. See, our code is already done. I'm coming to my Gmail and get my code. So copy it and paste here, and password. So you have to 8 to 16 characters, one number, one uppercase. Okay, the uppercase is done. If you want to get their news, mark it, and then mark it mandatory if I have read the agreements. And if you want to read the agreements out there, read it, then start your trial. I think our account is done. Yeah, I can list them like company name is nice. Once if you have, you write it your own subtitle. I am a product manager, or to see a director of a team, or others. Okay, industry is IT technology. Phone number is I am going to use my current phone number. Sorry, it's in Bangladesh. Okay, I'll write it here and the number. Continue. See, benefits moments. We created your account with the following benefits. See, they give us for the only sign up the 10,000 minutes of in-app chat and advanced support plan for 7th August and the 23 August for the 10 days. So it's almost 1 month and it's almost 15 days. So that is amazing for testing our app. Before you upload it to any store or market, you can show your client the app works fine with free. Then you can, when the client wants it, you can buy their plans and use it professional. So go to our dashboard. Yeah, our dashboard is done. Okay, our create account is done. We see already our dashboard, and we will work in our dashboard later. Just after we create a project and then we connect the Zegocloud. So for create a new project in Flutter, I'm just name it call Zego. Hello. You can write any name. Okay. Zegocloud is making our life easier for this kind of feature when you want to add in our project. So our project is done. Okay, our emulator is on. Let's start this app. Okay, now clean all the code here. We have nothing in our project. Let's create some UI. So first of all, we need some text box, text from filter, and some and a button. Okay, we put some UI in here, and here is some column, and the column there is a text field, and under there is another text field, and then the elevated button with icon. Let's run the UI first. So okay, our app is running. So basically we create in our my app class, just there is a material app, there is a home page, and some UI. So UI first is there is a text field, this text form field, there is another text form field, and there is the elevated button dot icon. I mean with icon elevated button, and the on pressed is nothing, just button name is called. Okay, our first UI is done. Now, so when I use the call button, it will call another device with the same ID, and there is the video call interface. You can see I will not do anything at all in the UI. It will auto generate the video call UI and calling the another device. So let's see. So for import the Zego ukit, so first of all search for Zego ukit pubdev, so search it. So mention here the Zego ukit pre-built call, this package is it. So our package is here. So for installing, copy this terminal, or also you can copy and paste these dependencies. So I will use the terminal. So for terminal, go to the terminal and paste here. Before paste here, I want to show you my pubsec.yml. So let's see, my SDK version is 3.0.6 and 4.0.0 less than. So I am using stable channel, so I updated my Flutter. So if you not updated, you update, or no, not necessary. Okay, so back to the browser, copy it again. Sorry, I also already copied it. Okay, enter. It will import our Zego ukit pre-built. So our package is imported. So for using it, we will we'll create a new class, new Dart file, which is called page. So import stateless call page, so which will be our main interface. So what will it return when we open this class? Got it. So we'll return Zego ukit pre-built call. So I am not imported. Also it's a suggestion, if you don't get any suggestion, just import this line on your project directory. See, this it's auto imported. Okay, so here is the working code. So what will we do? There is an app ID, app sign, call ID, username, and configuration. Config. So for first of all app ID and app sign. For app ID and app sign, you must have to create an account in the Zegocloud and use your app ID and app sign, and I am showing you. So let's go out to Zegocloud dashboard. So we back here in our dashboard. So let's see some features. There is project management, analytics dashboard, where you can analyze everything in your database or server. User statistics, which will be real-time. Billing center, here you can see your balance, payment details and bills. Packages, so package query, package subscription, what kind of subscription you use. So operational report, development tools. So there are so many things in your dashboard. So our feminist trial already 10,000 minutes, so we have not used anything yet. Balance review, or balance is 0. Okay, so for this now for our project, to use this ukit, let's create a project. So there is so many features, video voice call, or video conference, or live streaming, live audio room, in-app chat, customized app daily path, one-on-one tutoring. So I like that one. That's one. So live shopping, game streaming, watch later together, everything. So today I'll show you just video voice call, video call. So voice and video call, I'll mark next. So project name, so my project name is like my voice, sorry, my video call. You can write it anything, so it will be generated when you create it. So write carefully. Okay, so there are two kinds of things we can use. So it is UI kits and SDKs. So we will use UI kits, and you can also use SDKs like this: Android, iOS, web, reactive, native, Flutter. Also for UKits, Android, iOS, web, Flutter. So start with UKits. So our project is creating, so it takes some time, just wait for it. So it's almost done. Okay, start building my app. So today we'll be using Flutter. If you use web, Android, iOS, or for native and things, so you can use it. So for Flutter has one-on-one call and group call. So I am using one-on-one call invitation, standard face manipulation. Okay, just save and start integrate. So when you save, you can see there are two tabs, app ID and app sign. So in our project we already see there is two things needed, app ID and app sign. So this is the place where you can get this app ID and app sign. So this is the sensitive information, just correct. Okay, so copy the app ID, paste here, then copy the app sign, paste it here. And app sign will be in string form. So I am just blurring it, but because I not want to show you my ID, that's all. So go to your admin console. See, our project is done, and here we can open it. And if you need any again your app ID and app sign, you can collect it here. And obviously you can configure your project here, and everything is here. Add server callbacks and so many features. They just make our life easier. Okay, our project creation is done, our app ID app sign is done. So now I need call ID, user ID, username, and configuration. So let's go for configuration. So write Zego ukit pre-built call config dot one on one video call, and line and make my line is only self in room and navigator pop. So it will our configuration, which is the video call, and when you go end it will back to our page. Okay, so there is an interesting part, user ID and username. So how to collect it and why we use it. One thing to mention that the call ID is the sensitive part, because the user who will call this ID, suppose the ID is 1, so every user or every ID, like WhatsApp has 5 contacts, so the 5 contacts A, B, C, D, E, everyone has their everyone has unique call ID. So call ID will be one person ID. So today we will not showing just random ID. So in your project you are using login information, so every login information there are some name, username, password, email. So you can use anything to use their user ID and username, and everyone has their unique ID. You can do it in your project. So how to get call ID when we call button. So get the call ID. Let's go a string value, which is string call ID. So this call ID will be here. So we'll use requirement, so which is required this dot call ID. So when we okay, just use find out and const here. Okay, so So when we call this page, it will collect some string which is call id and it will be here. So basically we want to put here our call id. So let's create a controller for this, which is our call id controller. Okay, and now controller equal to text using controller. So renamed it as a call id controller. So in our second text field, so here is the first text field, which is put your user id, and in the second user id we will use this controller equal to call id controller. Actually you don't want to use this, just use a random value for not today. So our text is just one. So when we cannot show you because we cannot run this app now. So basically our text using controller has a text one, so it will be like this. It will be always for one. So when you call this one and another device will be called, will this, if the id is call id is matched, they will call each other, so two devices can connect. So it's simple. So our UI is, so when you click our call button, you will push our call page. So call our writer call page. So here is our call page. So it will be record id. So that will be our this controller text. So this will be call id controller dot text. Okay, here just reformat. Okay, will be call id controller dot text, or you can just write it one. So it's your choice. Okay, so our call id controller is one, so it is one. So we have a default call id for one for now. Our code is almost done, just doing need some setup. Forget about this user id and username. So user id will be need another controller which will be user controller. So in this text form field we will use this controller. So user id controller here. So when we write here something, it will write 4545. So this is will be our user or 45. Okay, so we will send this value also in our call page. So how to do that? Let's go to another string which is user id. So require this and require this to id. So you will record to id and use this. So username will be to user like user dollar user id. So it will be user, so it can be any name by your login information in your project. So in the call page there need another. So user id is this controller, user controller. It's simple, just dot text. So our code is done. Now set up the project. So for the setup, go to our Zegocloud. So here is the documentation. Go visit their documentation. It's overview. So quick start, basic call, and all the information and documentation are given here, and it's simple and easy. So basically is tell us to pubget, we already done that. Imported project, we already done that. Our UI is done. See, user id and username also we done this. So now configure our project. So first of all we need to go to our project Android app build. So go to our project Android app build. So it said that compile SDK version should be 33. Okay, so here is our compile SDK version, we put it 33. Now go for next step. Next step is min SDK is 21. So in this line, just few line under mean SD version with 21. So what next is our Kotlin, modify the Kotlin version in the Gradle class path. So here is just copy the text in the build script in the same file, not the same file, it will be Android build Gradle. So this Kotlin version, just paste it here, but it's not necessary. In 1.7.0 is working, but just use it so there is no error happens. So see, Gradle version should be 7.3.0. I already 7.3.0. if you're not, you have to update it. And the class path com is for notification, but we will not showing you that today, so just use it. And my recommended for 731, I'm using 731. You can also use 0, it's not problem. Now go for our next step is the most important part, the permission sectors. So you give your app all the permission like voice call, video call, microphone permission, camera permission, and etc permission. So go to your projects, copy the line and go to your project. In the Android app source main Android manifest, so they already mentioned you how to go, so just read them and you can easily go. In the line, in the application app, just paste the line. So if you see this kind of error, just add a user pulse and just suggest something, just your program is fine, and just ignore them, they don't give you any problem. So our permission is done. So there is a file we have to create, which name is this ProGuard rules pro. Okay, so where we create this folder, which is Android app. So go to our Android app, new file, paste the name, just okay, and paste the code in this file. Sorry, I cannot copy, paste the file in this file. So go to our project again, and there is another line I have to copy, but where it will be Android app build Gradle file. So let's see in the release option. Okay, so Android app build Gradle, so we have to find the release option, and there is a release. So in the first line we just paste the line, and our Android project, Android configuration is done. For iOS you have to follow these two kind of line, and I am showing you Android today. So just few more steps for iOS and you are done. So let's run our project. Sorry, I have to, before you run you have to close the app and then run. Before you run, like I am going, just Flutter clean, Flutter pub get. Okay, now run the app. If you have any error, just close the project or restart a PC, or close the project and open the project again and run it. When you're running, make sure your internet connection is okay, but sometimes it download the plugin, Zego plugin, but I already downloaded it. So, or sometimes it's download your Gradle, so make sure your internet connection is okay, otherwise it will be error somewhere in your app. So our project is installed. Now I have to use another phone so I can show you it will work fine. Let's wait for it. You have to create an device, and here is our emulator. So emulator has no selfie camera, so it will not show any video, just some random color, and it will show Wi-Fi camera. So okay, let's put some ID like 55.
6. Okay, and stand there, and in here let's put some ID like 246. Okay, so before call, okay, let's call and call. See, simple calling app. So if I use another device, like I have I'm actually use this mobile for videography, so I can't use and show you. So here you can see there is camera or back camera. So this emulator has no back camera, so it will show something, but in my device it will show you. But okay, let's show you some this like back camera. Okay, video off. Oh, nice. Microphone off. Hello, loudspeaker, everything you can see. Okay,